I think when we wake up and we decide that we're going to serve with Craftsmen for Christ, I think the first part of our heart that goes out is just answering the call of God to help carry burdens, to help meet the needs of people.
I am totally homebound, but now, thanks to your services, I can safely take a shower in my bathroom because you put up safety bars. Free provided me safety bars and a bath seat.
It seems as though the ones that come up to the top of that list are people that are desperate for help, people that are in hospitals, they can't get home, maybe they've had an amputation, maybe they've had a stroke, and they have mobility issues, they can't get into their home, so we are called and asked to build wheelchair ramps. And so the heart of the ministry is not necessarily the ramp, but really lifting and carrying heavy burdens from people, and then ultimately, hopefully, in that process, reveal the glory of God and open up perhaps someone's heart towards to the love of Christ. And I think that's really the heart and soul of Craftsmen, is to glorify God and help people with their needs. And then those two kind of come together and intersect, and hopefully everyone that's around that project or in the middle of that heavy lifting, God starts to change our hearts and reveal His glory. And I think that's the ultimate heart of Craftsmen for Christ.
You have no idea how much you have put not only our minds at ease, but my husband is so extremely grateful for what you people have done for us. He really wasn't able to come home until the ramps were installed because we didn't have a way for him to get in and out of the house without assistance by another person, and this allows him to be independently coming in and out of the home.
So the monies that are raised in to help support Craftsmen, much like this golf tournament, are used 100% for materials.
I just can't say enough about Craftsmen for Christ, especially here locally, and I just want to thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for everything you did for our family. He is going to be coming home on Thursday, and we did a test run last night. We picked him up and brought him through the house, and the ramps, both of them, are fantastic. He's able to get in and out without any issues.
I think the biggest need that we have at Craftsmen for Christ right now is maintaining the ability to meet all of the needs. The phone calls come in every day. Obviously, we can't get to them all, but even the ones that we want to get to sometimes are delayed because of manpower. I think our biggest need are volunteers. Our biggest need is for people to come alongside those that are serving once, twice, 3 times a week. Craftsman is out in the community serving. And because it is 100% volunteer base, we need more volunteers, we need more help.
I said my prayers and I thought, well, somebody else deserves or needs it more than I do. Let that happen too. But I got a call from Bruce, and they came out and they worked on my ramp, and I have a beautiful ramp that's in my backyard. And now every morning I can go out
So one of the things about Craftsmen for Christ that is kind of behind the scenes, but is equally as important as the wheelchair ramp, is the relationships that go on with men. Men need other men in their life, and Craftsmen for Christ is certainly not just a men's ministry, especially when it comes to working in the community or the golf tournament, but behind the scenes, it's a ministry where real men with real issues and real struggles start to share those burdens and carry those burdens with each other. And And then also allowing the Holy Spirit to begin to work and to weave healing in a man's heart, and encouraging a man to, to be that guy that God destined him to be, the priest over his home, the guy in the workplace that can be a safe place for other men to come to, and that the peace of Christ would really truly rule a man's heart. And that's really another behind the scenes vision and ambition of Craftsmen for Christ, is to help men grow in their relationship with Jesus.